Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. So let's get with it. Listen to this program, you know by now that I say the books. And the reason why I tell you again, the reason why I say the book might be somebody else watching this program for the very first time. And that's all they have to do is see it one time, and then they'll get it. Yeah. Banned from the Bible, 3 books in one: Book of Enoch, Jubilee, and Hashem. And this one is translated, copied by Joseph Lupkin. But you got to read Hashem first. That's the testimony from the time we left to go into when the promise of heaven for his. Jubilee is the prophecy. Everything else going to happen unto us from the time we left to God unto this day. Enoch is the prophecy. Everything that's going to happen in the world from generation to generation. And also they have other people in this world besides Israel. And everybody have their own prophecy. Each nation, kindred, and tongue have their own prophecy. And so you can't expect Israel prophecy to be like the Jews. The Jews have their own prophecy. Israel have its own prophecy, even though they're close together, but both of them have different prophecies. Why? Because they're two different people. All right. Well, all I can do is just tell it to you. Next book the Lord God gave to me, the Apocrypha. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope. What's going to happen in the last day, prophecy of the last time, the Bible, how it was put together, who put it together, when, where, how. Yeah, man. So it's no guessing. It's not about guessing about prophecy and knowing that these prophecies have came true. Just like the Lord God. And the Lord God, let me see if I can get it right. This has got a lot of light this morning. I'm trying to show that it's wisdom book, but the Lord God bought it to me. That's all they had on there was wisdom book. All these books that the Lord God gave me came to me in dreaming. Of course, you know the day is the beginning of the Sabbath, the preparation day. So you're supposed to be preparing for to keep the covenant. Okay. Next book the Lord God gave us the demons, the Testament of Solomon. This one is by King Solomon. And about the demons, man, you gotta know who they are, what they're doing, why they're doing, what frustration, what their names are, who over them. Yeah, man, come on, bro. The prophecy, they prophecy, what they say, and they prophecy, what they say is coming true. Man, once you read these books, you see everything in a different light. You see it in a different way, because now you know that you can't be deceived. All right. Well, anyway, so that's on the Testament of Solomon, and all you gotta do is look at one of those Marvel movies and put those demons in the Marvel movies, then you know what's going on, what's happening, man. Them people gathering together. Yeah, they gathering together. Man, tell you, you can't stay here. I mean, if you stay here and go through the tribulation, that's on you. But I'm warning you and telling you what you got to do. Yeah, the next book the Lord God gave is the reason why I'm here. See, I'm going to send you Elijah for the great and terrible day of the Lord. And he should turn the horse of the children back to the father, the horse back to the children. But at least I come and strike the earth with a curse. Now, this is the testament of the 12 patriarchs. And this one is written by Robert H. Charles, or translated copy by Robert H. Charles. And that's the testament of 12. Who are the fathers? That's found in Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. But I suggest you read Malachi chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. I really, all of Malachi, especially the 4th chapter. Okay? But anyway, so who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Nash, and Joseph, and Benjamin. Those are our fathers, man. They left us everything, man. They left for exaltation the last time. What's going to happen to the last time? Uh, when we was going to go captivity, how many times we're going to go captivity, what we're going to happen to us while I was in captivity, and what we're going to have to do, yeah, what we was going to become in captivity, and what we're going to have to do to get out of captivity. So they told us all the things, and all those things line up with what? The Holy Bible. What you think I'll be reading you? Yeah, well, everything that's in these books, they are found in the Holy Bible. Everything. Now, I'm talking about only one book you might not find everything in, but all the other books you find it. So that's the Testament of 12. Man, they left us so much information, so much prophecy, so much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The next book, the Lord God. Yeah, man, the Testament, man. The first and second book of Adam and Eve conflict. See, that's where it all started at. And that's happening right now today. Learn, man. Everything's about prophecy and prophecy coming to pay. Go learn about what the prophecy, what God gave us a prophecy. This prophecy is still going on. Satan had a prophecy, and his prophecy is being fulfilled. So Adam had a prophecy, his prophecy had been fulfilled. So all these things are going on, man. These people, they don't be deceived. They didn't burn the Romans didn't burn let me see, the library of Alexander for nothing. No, man, them people had a design plan, and them people wanted to rule them folks, and they know they couldn't rule them folks because they had a certain power. All right, well, all I can do is just give it to. So when you go read the, yeah, I'm gonna digress on that. So those books makes up what? The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible comes from somewhere. Yeah. So now you know where the Holy Bible come from. Go read the Second Maccabees. Go read, read the prophets. Tell you where the Holy Bible come from, who put it together, when, where, how, and why he put it together, what the reason he gave to put it together. But there was no reason. But the Lord already knew what he was going to do and had already prepared for that. So that's I mean, all I can do is give it to reason why I'm here. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And that's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. Of course, you know, I'm going to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. And now the Lord God told Zerubbabel, man, you're going to be a signet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're going to be the signet. You're gonna be the sign. You're going to be the sign of them knowing that I'm on my way. That the time is getting short. I'm on my way back. And he told that to Zerubbabel. But go read the book of Haggai. Where he prophesied in Haggai and brought it to pass. So, but that's why I tell you, it's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say Lord. So what is the spirit? That's what he says. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. So what's the spirit of the Lord God? Prophecy, man. Go read Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. It's prophecy. And all the prophecy has come to pass. I don't care who said the prophet. Notre Dame was, Casey, Timbuktu, whoever prophets, Hagar, Sister Hagar. I mean, all those prophecies that they said have come to pass. Just about all of them anyway. Yeah, you just got you on the cusp of, like they say, the very last end of it, man. Only a few more little things gotta happen. And then Jesus returned. Now, man, when them pastor, preacher, shepherd, I don't care who they are, they say, man, Jesus can return at any time. Now he can break them sky. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, it's a lie. But why it's a lie? Because prophecy have to be fulfilled. Why? Because the Lord God can't lie. So that's why. Let's go. And so he gave me this book, Knox, the Gospel of Tom, Mary, and John. So when you go in that book, well, like I told you, there's things in that book that's just not in the Holy Bible. Then, yeah, Acts of John, Thomas, Mary, you know, their gospel not in the Holy Bible. Not, but they got things that Jesus has said that in the Holy Bible, just written in a different form. War is going on, man, because I had two dreams. One of the dreams, man, one of the dreams, I interrupted and woke up, went to the bathroom, came back, got back to sleep, and then dreamed, and then the dream was finished off. But I was dreaming about they was in this village, a small town. Well, I can tell you it was either a village or a small town. And so they had a man that had killed somebody. That's right. But the person before they had died, they found out who the a clue on the person, who the person was, because it was about a tattoo. So these two detectives was going all through town looking for a certain tattoo. And one of the detectives said, "Oh yeah, I know how we can do it." And then I woke up. So because they had said the name and everything. Yeah. So when I woke up, I came back, laid back down, and then the dream was finished, and they found the guy. Yeah, they found him. But so that's a dream where they was looking for this one guy. He had a certain tattoo on him, and he was the killer. He was the murderer of this person. Another dream. So you have a lot of personal dreams. So I look down here and read us. It's a lot of personal dreams of things that was going to happen and taking place. So you know, you always have dreams about people dying. Who next? Well, that's one of my gifts of the spirit. Death, I see that, man. I see that. See it coming. Yeah, me and him had a few bouts before. Yeah, well, I guess I told this before. I guess I can make this the second dream. Um, so like I told you, first time I had a dream about that. Man, it was dark. It was pitch dark, and they just had a flood or something. So I was walking on. They had a flood. Other people got away, but I was walking on the side of this levee. And next thing you know, they have this black figure. All you can't see nothing. All you can see is the shadow. Like they say, the shadow of death. That's how it looked. And he come up there and talk peacefully and everything like that. And we and him have a conversation and everything. And then now the Satan come to you the first time with a little sweet, innocent talk. That's how he comes to you, man. Septile, like I ain't coming to do nothing. Just want to have a little talk with you and be sweet to you and everything. And then me and him talked, and he said, "Oh well, I know you're dead now." He said, "Well, I'll see you next year around this time." So he just let me know next year he coming to knock my head off. I said, "Okay." So he left. So so the following year, like it was around September, I was in Jamaica, in Kingston. So when I was in Kingston, Jamaica, doing thus says the Lord, doing the Lord will and everything like that. So so that night, you go to sleep and every night after I had finished doing the Lord will, because this was it's about to get you not to do what thus says the Lord. So once it get you to do thus says the Lord, they can do you anything because you done broke God's commandment. But I was doing thus says the Lord, even though the obstacles and things was against me. The Lord God sent, man. I was in Jamaica, I had this guy named Danny, and Danny, good guy. I didn't know nothing about Danny. He looked at Danny so suspectful and everything, but he was all right. He was cool by me. And he's just trying to help people in a certain type of way. But anyway, so I was out there, man. I was struggling, and boy, and I saw Danny. Danny said, "Come here, I'm watching you. I see what you're doing." And then he helped me out. So shout out to Danny in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. He's a pretty cool dude. But anyway. So that night, man, I go home. I go back to the hotel, man. I have a dream, boy, and boy, in this dream, I'm fighting, boy. I'm fighting with death. Yeah, now you look. When King David said the shadow of death, that's how death looks, a shadow. You don't see no face, no figure. All you see is a form. And so, me and him fighting, boy. And I told you this is a dream before, but man, he had got me on the ground, boy. When he got me on the ground and everything, and just try and make me feel afraid of him. I said, "Man, I'm not afraid of you." Boy, that made it more bad. And boy, he had me on the ground, in the position where I'm sitting on the ground, he behind me, standing up over me and everything like that. And man, me and him was heavy fight. He just wasn't that bad. I told this is in Joseph Slavery. So you go type in "Behold Elijah Joseph Slavery." I told that dream before. But anyway, I'm not gonna tell you all. I'm just tell you the dream part. So anyway, so he had need me in the bed. I said, "Man, I'm not afraid of you." Like he got so bad and upset. And all he did was just need me in my back and left. Yeah, I was fighting with death. Man, scared of no death, man. I'm not afraid of death. Who am I afraid of? I'm afraid of the Lord God. That's who I'm afraid of. Yeah, man. Death and all them fallen angels and all them demons, man, these people ain't got no power over you. You can give them the power, but they ain't got no power over you, bro. Only people have power over you not in the Holy Covenant. But when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and doing what thus says the Lord, man, people don't have no power over you. That's what this is about, man. That's why you keep in them church houses and synagogues, tabernacle, high places and places like that. Because you then surrendered your power to do. Another dream I had. In this dream, these dreams, when I first learned of the Holy Covenant and getting back into the Holy Covenant, I got out of the church house and all that foolishness. And so I was getting back in the Holy Covenant, doing what thus saith the Lord, whatever he tell me and show me to do, I would do. So before all that started, he showed me what had happened to me. Right. He showed me they had something like a freezer, but it was no freezer. It was like yeah, it was a freezer, but it was like the man, what I want to say, not the upright freezer, the freezer that laid down like a box. And so they had three doors on the freezer. They had one door open up on the left side, one door open up the right side, then they had the door that opened up in the middle on one of those box type freezers. And so, so after the show the doors open up, I open up the doors and everything, and I crawl into the freezer. That's what I did. I crawled into that freezer, and then after I crawled into the freezer, then I had got out of it. I crawled back out of it. Yeah, that what the law of God showed me. That's what he showed me. Said, and that's what you're doing. Law of God didn't tell you to go into these church houses and stuff and put yourself in no box, because you look around. You see that church house is nothing but a box. Just look at it. Just look at it. When you go in, I don't care what it is. Anyone knows, I don't care if it's shaped round. Just look at it. It's nothing but a box, it's a round box, whatever. And that's what the law of God showed me. I crawled and put myself in that box. He didn't tell me to go get in that box, and I crawled out that box. That's right. And so that's how I know. And I can tell everybody, you crawl and put yourself in the church house. God didn't tell you to go to the church house. He didn't tell you to go to the church house. Now, okay, well, that's on you. Now all I can do is give it to you like he didn't give it to me. So I crawled out of the church house, and then after I crawled myself out of the church house, oh, God started blessing me in all different types of ways, shape, and form, because I had found the truth. And the truth is to serve him, to worship him, not these pastors, preachers, and fine raiment. And I never could understand that. But after you get out there, then you can see what's truly going on. So let me read this green to you. I was with two Esau's, two white men. I parked, and a white policeman drove up and blocked me in. I couldn't move. He got out the vehicle and told me to move. I said, "Yes, sir, officer." I was about to move it, and then as I was in the vehicle, when he drove up, so I got out the vehicle and told him I was going to move it. He said, "It's too late now." He put out a ticket. Yeah, he put out his ticket book and put a ticket on it. But he had blocked me in, so I couldn't move it. I took the ticket and went in the building, and I think it was their courthouse, wherever it was. I was in that courthouse to pay. I asked a young black woman, "Where's the courthouse?" And she told me. I was in the courthouse on the bottom floor, looking for, searching for which way to go. And so I was going to a certain way. The angel of the Lord, the angel of the Lord lifted me up and set me in the straight direction. So as I was about to go in that direction, the angel of the Lord pulled me back, lifted me up again, and pointed me to look up to the same young lady who told me where the building was. I went up to her and I asked her, "How can I take care of this ticket? Who do I have to see? And who do I have to go to make known what was happening to me?" She said, "Oh no, I don't want you to lose. I don't want to lose my job." And so as I started walking around the courthouse looking for whom I had to see, the address to address this wrongful act, yeah, I can see this young black man and young black woman in prison clothing walking around in the courthouse afraid. And that's all you have in this courthouse, basically. Young black women, Hispanic women. Oh, man, I was watching, yeah, 'cause I watch those things, man. Come on, bro. I watch the CBS. The law of God having to watch the news because we have some important stuff that he wants to see. That nothing has never changed. And so, yeah, I was watching Wendy Williams too. But things haven't changed. Them people you got, when you in these different countries, Puerto Rico, Dominican, okay, where you at? It always got people pretending to be white. Then you got those who are white and let you know that they're Esau children, they are the devil's children, they are Satan's children. And that's what they let you know. So I was watching also this morning about Utah and how they have these immigrants going to Utah, and they had this one black woman from Somalia. And man, that woman had that makeup caked up on her face and all that lipstick on and eyebrows painted and all that different stuff. And I don't care how you try to pretend and make yourself. You look on the screen at the white woman on the screen. Look at Wendy Williams. They look alike. Because that's what they do. Lord God said they try to make yourself fair and paint. Do you make yourself paint your face fair? I read that too. And that's what you're doing. But you're not going to change your situation. I don't care what you do, how you do, how much money you get, how much money you make, how much you have in the bank, how many buildings you build, what type of engineering, what type of alphabets you got before your name, after your name, and in the church house, and I'm somebody and all that. Your situation not going to change. It's not going to change. Only way your situations change, you have to do these things. You have to humble yourself before the throne of grace, call on the holy name, Lord Jesus, whose name is excellent. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, and enter back in the bonds of the forever covenant. That's change your situation. Now, we take hold of that salvation. After you do those things, be baptized in Jesus' name, that you may receive the gift of promise, the Holy Ghost. So, man, all I can do is give it to you like he had to give it to me. And you can go and do it. You have done all those things. You have the march. You then have one so-called, you think you won your freedom, but you're still in captivity. That's right. Your civil rights, your voting rights, you got all these rights, but yet you're still where you at, still in captivity. Your people still being killed. You still living on one side of the track. They living on the other side of the track. Man, all that was foolishness, man. And you falling for it. You falling for it, man. Yeah, you falling for it. Why? I fell for it too. Just finna tell you how you put yourself in that box. You put yourself in that box. The Lord God didn't put you in that box. You put you in that box. And he keep telling, like he said, I keep sending my prophets to you, rising up early, sending them to you to tell you how to get out of the situation, but you don't want to listen to that. You think you can go make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, become a billionaire and everything will go well with you. And guess what? It's still not going well with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, all I can do is give it to you like the Lord then gave it to me. That's right. Yeah, these people have prepared. Everything is prepared for to kill you. Now, you don't have to believe that, but I'm just telling you what they have done. Okay, well, let's go to Revelation chapter 16 this morning. And I said, I didn't talk my butt off. Revelation chapter 16, that's what the Lord God gave me. And I heard a voice, Revelation chapter 16, I heard a great voice out the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pull out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went, now see, this is the wrath of God upon the earth. So you know what this is. Yeah, man, this is the tribulation. This is another tribulation. You're in that tribulation now. I already told you what tribulation you're in now. Right now, you're in the tribulation of the prophets. I have read that to you. Go to St. Matthew 23rd chapter, and it also is St. Mark. Forgot what chapter it is right now in St. Mark. But go to those chapters and read. Just type it in. Yeah, type in tribulation, see what tribulation that you're in. So right now you're in the tribulation of the false prophets and the preachers and the false teachers. That's what Jesus warned you of, and that's where you're at. That's where you're at. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pull out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and pulled out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous souls upon men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship the image. So, all right, so when you hear things like that, well, God having the Lord God and took Israel out. Those who have done what thus said Lord and repented, Lord God have been took them out. And those who have taken hold of the salvation and entered back in the bonds of forever come, they have been taken out. Revelation chapter 16. And the second angel pulled out his vial upon the sea and became blood of a dead man. Every living soul died where? In the sea. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all think y'all gonna be able to stay here and go through all that? Well, all right. And the third angel pulled out his vial upon the rivers and the fountains of water, and they became what? Blood. And I heard the angel of the waters say, and I heard the angel of the waters say, see, we got angels over the water. Thou art righteous, O Lord, which art and was and shall be, because thou hast judged thus. Now, so, all right, so let's see the judgment. For they have shed the blood of the saints and the prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. So, yeah, so now wait, hold up. But it said they have shed the blood of the saints and the prophets, and now have given blood to drink. But where's the Christians at in there? How do it? Does it say Christian? No. Why? Because they have been learned the truth and understand who they are now. They're no longer Christians. They're either saints of God, prophets of God, shepherds of God, teachers of God, all those things, but they're not Christians, because what that is false, man. All that's a false thing that they get you, and you go in there buying, they got you. All them demons, oh man. Now I heard another one of the altar say, even so, Lord God Almighty, true and righteous are thy judgments. And the fourth angel pulled out his vial upon the sun, and the power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. So that's the angel over the sun now. Yeah, because I told you, man, I tell you and tell you again, when you go read the minor prophets, yeah, all of them tell you the same thing. The sun should give off light at 7 days in one day. So it's going to be 7 days in one day, and that's what it's going to do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Go type that in, man. It's going to be 7 days as one day. And it dried up a third part of the ocean. It dried up a third part of the sea. Well, go ahead. And men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of God. And then, even if you don't believe that, these scientists have told you about the wave, how the waves can come off that sun and do certain things. Come on, bro. And the men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of God, which had power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. See that? Hey, man. See, still repent all these things, just like right now. Like the Lord God said, he punished you with blasting and mildew. So all those stones and all those things that come, just like Satan did when he went and attacked Job, he's attacking you the same way, but you're not repenting. Come on, man. That's what it said, bro. When you get out these church houses and really get in the word of God, and you learn what the truth is, man, then you can easily see these things. And the Lord will open up his mind and start revealing his mysteries to you. But as long as you stuck in them church house, God, man, you're going to get what those church houses going to get. All right. So let's keep reading that. And men were scorched with great heat and blaspheming the name of God that had power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain. All right. So now his kingdom was what? Full of darkness, and they gnawed. So, man, that's what I tell you, man. I just finished reading to you that the other day. But the day of the Lord is a dark day. It's a cloudy day. It's a dark day, man. Just like when he came back. Go read the book of Jasher, J-A-S-H-R, and find out how the Lord came back. When you read in Genesis, give a little synopsis of the day of darkness and the plagues and everything. But, man, y'all think that just happened overnight, man. Man, it was, well, if I think of the right phase, I'll give it to you. And he blasphemed God of heaven because of their pains and their souls, and they repented not of their deeds. So these people have everything. They have souls on them. They're in pain, and they still not going to repent. And the sixth angel pulled out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out the mouth of the dragon, out the mouth of the beast, and out the mouth of the false prophet. So that's 3 evil spirits right there. And I know them. Yeah, I know them, man. Come on, bro. You should know, bro. You should know them by now. Yeah. The dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. All 3, I told you, all of them in cahoots together. But y'all don't want to believe that. Y'all don't want to believe that. You refuse to believe. And they tell you all the time that, United States, and in England, United States, England, and the church, they're the same people. These people agree. These people agrees. Now, go try to go against them and see if they do not agree. Come on, bro. People, For they are spirits of the devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole earth, and to gather them to the battle of the great day of the God Almighty. So you know where that day is going to be at. You know where it's going to be at. Why? Because you got them people over there in Jerusalem, in that piece of dirt they call Israel. Now Israel, pretending to be us. And Lord God, God got to clean, get all that, no wickedness, no unrighteousness going to be on the face of the earth. They ain't going to have nobody on the face of the earth say, well, let me go and drop a bomb or send a weapon of mass destruction on these people because they done such and such. They ain't going to be like that. Because why God is a God of righteousness. God don't work like that. That's people operate like, oh, he hit me, I'm going to hit him back. Man, he destroyed me, I'm going to destroy him back. Man, he got nuclear weapons, I want nuclear weapons. Come on, bro. People not going to get nuclear weapons and never use them, bro. It doesn't work like that. Okay, it's just like a man having a pistol in his house. And him and the lady get into it, or him, whoever get into it. And So he go get the pistol and start himself waving and everything. The pistol go off and kill that person. Whatever, how you want to make the lie or whatever it happen. But you should never have the pistol in your house from the beginning, because if you don't have the pistol in the house, there's one chance that you don't have to be able not to kill that person because you don't have a weapon in the house, a weapon of that situation in the house. But people don't think like that, bro. Don't think like that, man. That's how it is. That's how the devil get him, man. Go. Yeah, that'd be the devil. Go get that gun and kill him. Go get that weapon and kill him. Go get that pistol and kill him. You should knock his head off from doing that. Yeah. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles who go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world to gather them to the battle of great day of God Almighty. And then another thing, man, who worked miracles? Huh? Who working miracles? Listen to them people. Oh, man, can you think of this man's name? But he had that woman always got a sad face on her. Esau got all that paint on his sad face, and him and his other wife sitting on that. But I think of the name, I tell you, sitting on that and talking about, oh, we done worked the miracle. We went to Africa and we done dug wells, and now the people got fresh water. We have worked miracles. And that global, yeah, that GPS and Global International, all of them, Joel Osteen, TGJ, we done went over there to Africa and we feeding them people. We working a miracle over there, 700 plus. We got these people, and soon as that tornado touched down, we was there and we worked miracles there. Listen to them. Just listen to them, man. Go ahead, bro. Just listen to them. And then they take all the credit. They'll say, well, God went over there, man. The people don't need you. God is in control, in charge of everything. People don't need you, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You're a thief. Yeah. That's all right. Well, we're going to see. Behold, this is the law of God. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keep his garments, lest he walk naked and see his shame. And man, I'll tell you, man, every time I have them dreams, boy, when I be naked, boy, I be done something. And boy, them the worst dreams, boy, when I be naked. Yeah, because you don't understand, and these people don't understand about least he walked naked. Death came to me, even though it was a shadow of dark, it was what it was, naked. So when these demons and everything be tagged, you watch them, they're naked. I saw Beelzebub, what he was, naked. Medusa, what she was, naked. So when these demons and everything come to you, they're naked. They don't have no clothes on. Come on, man. Look, just look at it. Just look at it. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. So if it's a Hebrew tongue, who speak Hebrew? Think they speak Hebrew. Well, you know. And the seventh angel pulled out his vial into the air. And there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. So they speak Hebrew, but I don't know if they're speaking the old Hebrew. I don't know, but that what they told that they speak is called Hebrew, and that's what they speak over there. And man. Well, anyway. And the seventh angel pulled out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. And there was voice and thunder and lightning, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since the man upon the earth. So mighty and earthquake and so great. And like I told you, yeah, well, I just saw 3 earthquakes, maybe 4. I saw the earth reel back and forth like a drunken man. I saw that. And then I saw a great earthquake, and this great earthquake, it shook the whole earth, but it didn't roll it together like a scroll. And then another earthquake I saw, boy, when the earth was rolled together like a scroll, and that destroyed everything. I mean, everything was destroyed when that thing rolled, like them two tiny plates coming in on each other. I saw that. So I mean, I'm just telling you. And there was a voice, there were voice and thunder and lightning. There was a great earthquake in which was, yeah, since man was on. So that must be the earthquake. There were the two tiny plates rolling together. But one night, man, one night I had, I guess I was out there going, I wasn't committing fornication. I guess I was going to meet a woman or something like that. I just had done something, wherever it was. And boy, and I was walking to this gas station, boy, and I heard that thunder and lightning like I never heard it before. I mean, the kind, boy, when it sounds so loud, make it jump. and see that lightning flash. Woo, boy, I'm telling you, bro. Oh yeah, that's the time, man. You be in the church house, you be doing all type of foolish things, thinking you're of God, then you go home and pray it off and all that foolishness. But that's not of God, man. It's not. Yeah, but you gotta be like what. Well, that's why the God singing to King David. King David did something one time. You had to worry about him doing it ever again. He didn't. Yeah, once he did that one sin, you had to worry about him doing it ever again. Once God told him what he had done. And that's why God said that, because that's what you do, man. You can commit the same sin over and over and over again. I battled with it too. Not knowing once you do the Lord God holy covenant, keep his holy covenant, you don't have no problem with doing the same sin over and over again. You don't. And the great city was divided into three parts, and cities of the nations fell. See that? All the cities of the nations fell. And the great Babylon came to remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of wine of the fierce of his wrath. So the cup of wine and the fierceness of his wrath. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, and the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell. That means every one of them, all these big cities. I'm in a city too. I'm in New Orleans, so I know this city gonna fall, man. So we evil and wicked city. Yeah, man. You know they call this the city that I live in. They call it spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what they call it. Spiritually is Sodom and Gomorrah. The city that I live in, that's what they call it. But, you know, they might have other cities they call it too. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about a weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plagues of the hail, and the plague thereof was exceeding great. Oh man, I had this dream that I told you God didn't show it to me all. I had this dream, and I done seen these hailstones fall a couple of times in dreams. But one time, man, damn, boy, it was coming down. I seen them coming down. And when it was coming down, we see them coming down, we was running from them. We was running from them. And then one time I seen him coming down, so I told the guy, wait here, wait till I see where it's going at. And then when they come down, we see it come down, then we'll move out the place. But that's two different types, because some of these things, when they hit that ground, they have an explosion, and you be next to that explosion, it gonna hit you, it gonna wear you out. Yeah. So, but anyway, so that's the law of all talent. So I didn't see that. Yeah. Did I see it? Man, I didn't saw all the horses. Yeah, I didn't saw all the horses. Yeah, every last one of them. God and show me all the horses. I know it's a lot of stuff I'm not telling you, but in this time, I'm telling it all to you. When the Lord God said, well, it's time for to tell them all, then I'll start, listen to this program, and I'll start telling you, start letting you know it all. It's not that time yet. It's not that time yet. I'm giving you what the Lord God gave it to me as he didn't give it to me. And so there's going to come that time when I won't have to tell you about myself. But right now, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about the Lord that God gathering his people together from where he has been scattered through all the earth. It's about prophecy, not by might, but by my power. Says Lord, oh, so everything I be reading and tell you, that's prophecy. And God has showed me these prophecies being fulfilled. And so I'm telling you that. And then he got prophecy in there you don't know nothing about, because these people have never taught you the truth about some of these prophecies. And they got you believing one thing and don't have nothing to do with that. It doesn't. But I listen to these pastors and preaching, and I say, they don't know. They don't know. And the Lord God forgave them when he was on the cross, because they didn't know. You know, and he told the Pharisees and scribes have taken the keys of knowledge and hidden them. And that's what they have done. So that's all right. So now we go into wisdom book, the Apocrypha, wisdom book. And this is not by might, nor by power, but by the Spirit. This is a program. This is a segment. This is not for me. This is for you too. And tell them. And when they come there with all that foolishness, tell them. That's not the Lord God. Lord God told them, not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit. Because that's what these pastors and preachers do. And they let you know, say, well, I got them together, and I did that by my might. My power, I mean, my ability, that power, I went out there and got them together, rallied them there, took their money. But you're not doing that for them, you're doing that for yourself. Because as soon as you get that money, you get your percentage off the top. And then the refuge you give to the people. That's what you do. And how do I know that? Because the Lord, I just been reading that to the Lord God said that's what you do. All right, I mean,
I can do it, give it to you now. All right. Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. So, um, Babylon, Asia, Egypt, and Syria. So these people are at war. That's why you tell them war unto them. That's where are they at war now? Yeah, but they haven't started. They got it low. They haven't started really wrapping it up yet. Boy, when they start wrapping it up, man, Google and Mookie. Yeah, that's how you're gonna see, man. They're gonna start dropping them the nuclear weapon, and they're gonna, well, anyway. Gird up yourself with the clothes and sackcloth hair. All right. Gird up yourself with cloths of sackcloth and hair. Beware your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you who may turn it back. That's the Lord's sword. Nobody can turn that back. All right. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto thee. What is he that may drive them away? I just finished reading that to you in the book of Revelation. I told you the Bible comes from somewhere. All right. May any man drive away in hungry line in the wood. May anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn. May one turn again the arrows that is shot up of a strong archer. It's the Lord God speaking, man. Come on, bro. All right. All right. The mighty Lord sending the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? All the plagues thing now. That's the Lord God sending. A fire should go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Did I just finish telling you that? That's in the book of Revelation. This is in second address. All right. Okay then. All right. Let's see. I can do it. Give it to you. See. The Lord shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder as his presence. The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, and the sea arises up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also. Behold the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For the strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrow that shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Now I have read that to you. Yeah, when in this book right here, when the Lord God Jesus said, I had set a flame and wait until it become a blaze. It's the same thing, bro. Come on, bro. Fire is kindled and should not be put out till it consume the foundation of earth. Like as an arrow which is shot out of a mighty archer, returning not backwards. Even so, the plague that should be sent upon earth should not return again. So, the seven vials, this is part of the plague. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers, and shall stand in fear, beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So I just finished reading all these things here. Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourge for amendment. But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be away mindful of the scourges. And so that's what you're doing. Lord God is sending you all these things, and you see it. You see it. Can't tell me you don't see it. Oh, but that's nature. No. That's not nature. They didn't have that back in the Adam days. Didn't have that back in the Adam days. Go read about it. Didn't have that back in Noah days. Go read about it. All right. All right. Behold, virtuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. Well, I'm saying virtual. Victuals. All right. Victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. They shall drink them. Forgive me. Got excited. Well, let me slow down. For all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor away mindful of their scroll. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall drink themselves to be in good case, that they should think themselves to be in good case, even them shall evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of the famine, others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man confront them. For the earth shall be the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And I told you that's the great earthquake. Tell you, man, I'll digress on that, man. Yo, man. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall be ripe, and who shall trade them? For all places shall be desolate for men, desolate of men, so that one man should desire to see another and to hear his voice. So that one man should desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there should be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hid themselves in the thick groves, shall hide themselves in the thick groves, and the cliffs of the rocks, and in the orchards of olives upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or when a vineyard is gathered, there are left a cluster of them that diligently seek through the vineyards. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them. 3 or 4, there should be 3 or 4 left by them. Let's see. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man should travel throughout, therethrough. I'm saying throughout, therethrough. This is the apocryphal second address, verse 16. Chapter 16. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husband. And their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Man. I told you. When you go read the book of Isaiah, and it says there should be 7 women for 1 man. And they say, we just want to stay here, and we'll do everything for you. We just want your name. Man, that's the Lord God telling you, man. I'll tell you, man, you can't stay here. You think this is going to be a pleasant time, man. It's going to be an evil and a wicked time. That's right, man. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You're in these houses, and really you can go out and meet you somebody, or get on it in there, well, however you do it, meet you somebody, talk to somebody. But I know I'm past my time. But let me tell you something. Truth. So I went to in a Seventh-day Adventist church. So when I went to the Seventh-day Adventist church, now they have this woman. She's supposed to be the superintendent over the Sundays, over the Sabbath school and of all the lessons and everything. So I hear her talk. Now she's an elderly woman now. And so I hear her talk to other women and telling them about, oh yeah, I don't take no orders from my husband. I don't let him handle me, and I don't let him tell me nothing. And I listen to this, but this is what you teaching. And if she teaching, that's what they have to understand. If you teaching this telling this to other people, now you didn't taught this to your daughters and to your children, and now nobody can live with these women. They can't. They can't, because our women, Israel women, wasn't like that. You never hear where Eve raised her voice to Adam. You'll never hear about that. You don't hear about Sarah talking back to you don't hear about it. You don't hear about Sarah talking back to Abraham, nor Rebecca to Isaac. You don't hear about those things. And you say, well, that was different. No, that's you a lie. Now I'm telling you a lie, because you go read the book of Hashum. When Abraham went to visit Ishmael, and Abraham went to visit Ishmael on his horse, or camel. I don't know, I forget what he was on. But anyway, he didn't get down off it. And so they had this woman there fussing with the children, beating the children, doing everything. The children saw Abraham, and this got indignant with him and didn't humble herself before him. And then at the end of the story, I just get part of. So, because you need to go read it for yourself. So at the end of the story, at the end of that testimony, Father Abraham, because there ain't no story, it's a testimony, it's truly happened. And so at the end, when your husband come back, tell him, said that an old man came to see him. And the old man said, take this nail. Yeah, told him, and say, remove this nail out of this wood. That's all he said. Tell him to remove this nail out of the wood. Just like that. So when Ishmael came back from wherever he went, and he came back, I would like to read the story, but I don't have time right now. And so when Ishmael came back, and she told him everything, and he got rid of that woman. That's right. And then Father Abraham repeated the cycle again. He came to the house, and the woman told him, said, offer him water for him, offer water for whatever beast he was traveling on, asked him to sit down and eat and all that thing. And Ishmael was still out in the field. And so, and then when he got ready to leave, he said, tell your husband, say, well, I don't know if they was married. I said, tell him, say, this is a good nail. Keep this one in its place. He told him just like that. And that she was a good wife for him to keep. So, I mean, y'all blaming people for yourself, for your troubles, your woes. But who wants to stay with a woman that, telling you, have all that makeup and you spend all your money on that false hair, on the makeup, getting your nails and everything. And what come with that comes certain attitudes, right? Because you got all these men, these whoremongers that desire you. That's why they put on these false eyelashes. And that's the devil. Yeah, when you go read in the book of the 12, Testament of 12, well, the Testament of Solomon, you see that's a devil. That's a devil that's over the eyes. Man, they got demons over everything, bro. Come on, bro. And that's what you do. The tattoos, yeah, that tramp stamp and played out. Then he went to the nose ring, that played out. And all those evils are written in the Holy Bible. And the nose ring then played out. Now they have the eyelashes. And when they play out, the demon's going to come up with something else. All I can do is give it to you like the law of God and give it to me. So, and you, that's what you're doing. You're not humbling yourself. You're not humbling yourself. You didn't keep yourself. That's right. You learn all these nasty and filthy ways of the heathens and your enemies. And you expect it to go well with you. And the law of God says it's not going to go well with you because you're not in the bonds for the Holy Covenant. So once you get back in the bonds for the forever covenant, you know how to handle yourself. You know who you are, what you are, and what things you can do, and what things you cannot do. And things say, it's a covenant. All right. Anyway, so let me go on. So the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn having no husband. Their daughter shall mourn having no helpers. In war shall the bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of the family. I'm telling you how they're going to die. Hear now these things, understand them, ye servants of the Lord. So that's what he's telling. So, yeah, this is going to be done, man. I'm going to finish this, so it's going to be a while. So if you don't want to hit it, go ahead. Like I tell you, listen to the video, get how much you can handle now, cut it off, and come back. That's all you got to do, man. Man, be wise. With all your knowledge and wisdom, get understanding. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. If I wanted to listen to a video like I was listening to all these books that I don't know, the Gnostic Gospel, Tom, Mary John, it probably is on YouTube. But these books are on YouTube. So when I listen to these books on YouTube, and all I can take 40, 45 minutes, I can take out a little bit more. I listen to that part, turn it off, go do whatever I want to do, then come back and listen to some more because it's things that need to be heard. All right. Well, you don't read the whole Bible at one time. Lord God, see when you the same book right here, wisdom book. When you read wisdom book, it tell you about how to do things. Just like I finished reading to you about the punishment of these women. That's punishment. Yeah, that was the book telling how they're going to be punished. That's what the Lord God said, my rewards are in my hand when I come. So, yeah, so they got the virgin mourn having no bridegroom, right? But that's what he said. But this what the Lord God said. In war should their bridegrooms be destroyed, and the husband shall perish of the family. He's telling you that's his reward for the evil we can do. Just like you say, I'm gonna throw those holes in the bed with Jezebel. That what you think? That's their reward from what their evil and wicked things they're doing. And that's what the Lord God give you. Say repent. That's why he tell you repent, man. Come on, bro. Lord God tell because like we said, my rewards in my hand, man. That's a harsh thing, bro. Man, that's a hard thing thinking that you're gonna grow up and you're gonna have a man there for you to marry and you and him gonna have babies and y'all gonna start a family and you watch your children and it doesn't happen. Man. Well, I can give it to you like, behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. Don't you see how it said? Behold the word of the Lord, receive it, and believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. That's the demons, the devils, because they think they're gods. There got men out there that think they're gods also. Yes, they do. Yeah, when you go to that piece of dirt and listen to them people, people act like they're gods, but they're not, because they're too evil and wicked. All right. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and have not slack. When a woman with a child in the 9th month bring forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours her birth, great pain compares her womb, which pain when the child cometh forth, slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come unto the earth. Even the world shall mourn. Sorrow shall come upon every side. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to battle, and in those evils be even as the pilgrims upon the earth. I'll read that to you. I'm going to repeat that to you. O my children, verse 40. Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So I tell you, this is the Gnostic gospel. Gnostic gospel, it tell you, say, no businessman should be entered there. No businessman gonna enter into the kingdom. No businessman gonna be left on the front. All I can do is read to that. Now what the Lord God said. Well, let me finish reading. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that build as he should not dwell therein. He that soweth as he should not reap, and so as he that planted the vineyard as he should not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that should get no children, and they that marry not as widows. And therefore thy labor in vain. And a lot of things are happening right now today. Yeah. A lot of these plagues are happening right now today, especially to us. Yeah. Because yeah, you get married to these women and everything. Women, after a while, the women don't want you. They want the man out in the street, and they don't want their husband no more. They don't. And the man in the house have that woman there with him. He don't want her no more. He want a woman out in the street. And they make they make this a Sabbath night move, Friday night moves, Saturday night moves. That's what they do. Yeah, you wonder where he at, he ain't with you. So where is he? All right. Well, you accept that because you got your man on the side too. They'll call it side piece. And that side piece leading you straight to hell. All right. The reason why these things are because you're not in bonds of the forever covenant. And when you get back in the bonds of the forever covenant, you learn how to treat a person. You learn how to treat your husband. You learn how to treat your wife. You know how to humble and honor them. You know how to. All right. Good day. But if both of you are in the holy covenant, I ain't talking about going Sabbath day and going to church house and all that foolishness and all that filth. I'm talking about the true covenant. Man, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, man, it's a glorious thing. And you're not worried about monies and different things. All you're worried about is serving your Lord thy God the right way, the honorable way. All right. All right. Well, you see, Eve. let me go Eve. All right. They that marry should not get no children, and they that marry not as widows. And they that labor in vain. For the strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil the goods, overthrow their house, and take their children captives. For in captivity famine should they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery. More they deck their cities, their houses and possession, and their own person. That's what they're doing. I told you a lot of this is happening right now. It happened to Israel. All these things that he's written right here now, this going to happen. Most of this going to happen after he destroy everything. But a lot of this stuff is happening to Israel right now, and that's what they're going to have to pay for the way they're treating us right now. That's what this is about. Man, hey, baby, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's why the Lord God open your eyes. Well, anyway, man, I ain't gonna keep on harping on those things because it's you. You can't blame those people for your. Oh man, you can't blame nobody else for your woes. You can't do it. And all you gotta do is get back in the bonds of the forever covenant, and these things are not gonna happen to you, and you refuse to do it. Go read Deuteronomy chapter 28. Read Deuteronomy chapter 7. Learn of these things. All right. Because you think you're going to escape in the law of God. I just finished reading that. Law of God said, Israel, I'm not going to leave them totally unpunished. All right. The more will I be angry with them for their sin, said the Lord. Like as a whore envied the right, honest, and virtuous woman. That's what it do. Like a whore envied a right, honest, and virtuous woman. So shall righteousness hate iniquity, and when she decketh herself, she'll accuse her to her face. When he cometh, that she'll defend him, that diligently searches out every sin upon the earth. It's going to be searched out. And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little iniquity should be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. So that's when that destruction comes, they ain't gonna have no iniquity on the earth. Why? Because they ain't gonna have nobody for you to sin with. And you're gonna be so afraid. Let not the sinner say that he have not sinned, for God shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which said before the Lord God and his glory, I have not sinned. Because they got a lot of people out there right now going to them church house and not doing certain things and thinking they're not sinning, but you're not in the law, you're not in the forever covenant, and you are sinning. That's right. Well, you just keep on saying, behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men in their imagination, their thoughts in their hearts. Which speak out, which spake but the word, which spake but the word. Let the earth be made, and it was made. Let the heavens be made, and it was created. And in his word were the stars made, and he knoweth the number of them. He searcheth the deep and the treasure thereof, and he hath measured the sea and what it containeth. He hath shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and with his word hath he hanged the earth upon the waters. He spread out the heavens like a vault, upon the waters hath he founded it. In the desert had he made springs of water and pools upon the tops of the mountain, that the floods might pour down from the high rocks to water the earth. And that's how these things happen, man. He made man to put in his heart in the midst of the body, and gave him breath of life and understanding. Yea, in the spirit of the Almighty God, which made all things, and searched out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth. Surely, he knoweth your inventions, what you think in your heart, even them that sin and would hide their sin. Because that's a lot of things. You got these cerns going on. You got these, you got the watchers and you got the, because you think Satan is one group of sect, and the watchers are another group of sect. So they had these people that myth. You think that's myth, but that's not a myth. Zeus and all them things, just different name. Odins and all them people, just different name for them demons. That's all it is. Different wicked names, how they know it in one culture, know it in another culture, but they're all the same. All right. Okay. So they think they're hiding them sons and hiding their work, like the Jews and took over all the banking systems and all these different, all these different clothing systems and everything like that. Then you got United States, the dragon, they didn't took over this system, but all of them's the same thing. All of them the same thing. Yeah, just like you got on television right now, you got the Republicans and the Democrat form, but all of them is the broad way. After the Lord God told me in a dream, it said Democrat or Republican, all of the broad way. Then also he told me also in a dream, Elizabeth Warren is let me see, Elizabeth Warren. Let me see. Oh man, it's gonna come to me. Oh man, I just had it on the tip of my tongue, man. It'll come back to me. Therefore had the Lord, let me see, oh man. Therefore had the Lord exceedingly search out all your works, and will put you all to shame. And when your signs are brought forth, he shall be ashamed before men, and your own sin shall be your own accuser in that day. So that we see, and when your sins are brought forth, you shall be ashamed before men, and your own sin shall be accused in that day, and that's what's going to happen. Yeah, these people preparing gallows and everything else for guillotine. Elizabeth Warren is an investment. How we say Elizabeth Warren is an investment. But anyway, so all these people have plans for you, man. Just like they done, just like in Nazi Germany. This time we're gonna do it all over, man. You know how many people and things got fed in Nazi Germany? In Germany, come on, bro. Told you, bro, it's a design plan. What they told you? It should be like in the time when the fallen angels are back. The fallen angels are back. The giants are back. All these things are back, and they are in great numbers. And with these things like blood, man, go watch Venom and how they went into the second heaven and brought back some of that darkness to the earth. So the people telling you all the time what they have done, and you just ignoring it. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna go up there in space and everything don't do nothing. It's a reason and purpose for everything under the sun. So I mean, if you think that they going up there just to be going up there and nothing happen, well, that's on you. All right. What will you do, and how will you hide your sins before God and his angel? Behold, God himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, and meddle no more with them forever. So shall God lead you forth and deliver you from all troubles. And that's why I keep telling you all the time and all the time. If you hadn't gotten yourself involved in Hollywood, that's what the Lord God left you these days. If you didn't got yourself involved with all those things in Hollywood and all these political things and all these organizations that have all those monies and everything from the evil and wickedness that have been produced, what he told the rich young ruler to do? Go give away, sell all that what you have and give it to the poor. That's what he told him. Say, all that filthy money and all that stuff that you have, go sell it and give it to the poor. But you're not doing that. So if you got in these contracts, the devil don't have no power over you. He doesn't. So if you got in these contracts with these demons and everything, and you didn't know it, or you know and you're tired of it and you won't get out because they want to kill you and do all that, give all that stuff back to them. Give it back. Give it all that money, whatever they have, give it away, do whatever you want to do, but get rid of it. And then, like the Lord God said, humble yourself before the throne of grace, call in the holy name, Lord God, Jesus' name, excellent. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, and enter back in the bond forever covenant. It's going to go well with you. Man, all I can do is just tell you all I can do is give it to you like he's giving it to me. And it's going to go well with you. Give all that stuff back to him, and go humble yourself before the throne of grace. Repent with your whole heart, keep all his commandments, enter back in the bonds of forever covenant. And another thing that you can also do, man, go get rebaptized. See, them people baptize you in the name of Father and Son and the Holy Ghost, and hoping that you never, ain't nothing going to happen with that. Well, when you be baptized in Jesus' name, you receive the Holy Ghost. So there's a lot of people been baptized, got baptized at a young age, got baptized in the name of Father, and you didn't know no better. But now you know better, so you can go get rebaptized in Jesus' name that you receive the Holy Ghost. Now, you say, well, lies, there you go, them lies again. All right, well, let's see. Go to Acts chapter 19, verses 2 to 6, and see what happened in that situation. Then you go to Acts chapter 8, verses 14 to 16, and see what happened in that situation. Go. And then Acts, of course, Acts 2:38. And so go, because you know what these people have done unto you, and how they deceived you, and how you didn't crawl yourself, put yourself in that box, and go, man. Don't lose your soul, bro. Please. Because hell and that bottomless pit, and I done seen the bottomless pit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, man, you don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that, man. Go listen to some of them, the prophecy of, the Apocrypha of Paul, St. Paul. Go read the Gospel of Bartholomew or the Gospel of Phil and see these things and hear these things, man. Man, just listen to it. It's on YouTube. Go listen to it. All right. All I can do is give it to you as he then gave to me. For behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And that's what these pastors and preachers and everything they're doing unto you. Look at say, for behold, burning wrath of great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle. And see, that's what you have, you being idle. Man, let me tell you something. Well, being idle with things off unto idols. So that's what they're doing. But say man, see when you start praying in the morning before the sunrise, and either while the sunrise and while the sunset, and then night, man, look like every time you look around, you're praying. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. This really is a beautiful thing. And then you're in the whole company. You're living in it. You're not just a part of it on the outside wondering things no more. And you still, Lord God start teaching you things, so you know. So man, when you start hearing them lies and everything, man, it just hurts you to the heart. Yeah, and then you look at it and say, man, don't you know one time I was in there with all that foolishness? All right, all I can do is tell you to, because I told you, man, 3 years. Go read the book of Hosea, and he tell you, say, after 3 days. Okay, 3 days mean 3 years, man. And there, yeah, they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place in the next city great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. See that? On those that fear the man, I'm telling you, these people got stuff prepared. These people got stuff prepared. All right. They that be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. See? When you fear the Lord, you know where you're going. You know where you're going at. That's right. And that time is now. The time now, you're going to hear about people dying, your loved ones dying and everything. Man, don't be sad, man. Be in happiness and joy for them. Because the Lord God take them out before that evil come to pass. Man, before my mom's died and everything, because when my mom died, then Katrina happened, some years afterwards. Yeah, but I didn't understand it at the time. And then come straight down the line that the Lord tell you take certain people out before certain times so they won't have to go through those tribulations. Well, that's all I can tell you. So now, right now, you're gonna hear about a whole lot of people, good people of the Lord passing. So don't feel sorry for them, because they going away from this tribulation. All right, all I can do is give it to you like He given to me. Yeah. For there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. The demons and everything have been taken over. The day of darkness, all that's in play now. That's what He's telling you. And we in Israel, because now we have made Israel. We with the Lord. Yeah, over there on this holy mountain in our promise, in the land that was covenant unto us, and to the land that was promised unto us. That's where we are going to be at, with the Lord in the wilderness. All right. Well, and the rest of them going to be in darkness, receiving their punishment for what they have done. That's all I can tell you. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall there be known who are my chosen, that they should be tried as gold in the fire. So you know what that means. They should be known who are my chosen. They should be tried as gold in the fire. So either you take this mark or you die. Either you with us or you're against us. That's right. Either you want to be like us or you die. All right. I mean, all I can tell you just like, hear ye, my beloved, say the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. See? So, all right, man, I'll keep telling you, warning you, over and over again, over and over again. It's here already, but you're not seeing it. Because you're not in the Bible. You're still in those church houses, in those synagogues, sanctuary, high places, and tabernacles. See, when you come out there and start truly first serving and worshiping the Lord God in spirit and truth, then the Lord God open your eyes and you see those things. You see those mysteries. He reveals those mysteries unto you. And you know how these things come about. Okay, well, all I can do is tell you. Yeah. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide. And your guide and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, say the Lord God. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. See? That's what the Lord God telling you. Don't worry about that, man. All that's in the past is in the past. Now you're in the Holy Covenant. He understands. That's why you gotta read the conflict between Adam and Eve. So when you read the conflict between, I'll go listen to the conflict between Adam and Eve. So when you get in that book, you understand what this is about. Yeah. But you can't do it unless you get back in the bonds of the forever covenant. You can't do it unless you do it there. Yeah. Well, all I can do is give it to itself. And I'll read that again, then another verse, not finished. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. See, commandments and precepts. Say the Lord, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So you got commandments and precepts. So what is the commandments? You know the commandments? The covenants. Yeah, man, come on. You know the commandments. And what is the precept of the Lord God? I told you the precepts. All right. Then you got Apostle Paul and all those apostles' precepts. Well, but you keep them. You have been baptized in Jesus' name, and you have humble yourself, repent with your whole heart. You keep all His commandments, not just 9 of them. You keep all His commandments, and you enter back in the bounds of the forever covenant. And so you know the forever covenant. Now you should know the forever covenant, what the forever covenant is. You should know by now. Jubilees, the second chapter. Second chapter of Jubilees, 50th chapter of Jubilees. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. Then also Deuteronomy chapter 7, Deuteronomy chapter 28. Know these things, man. Because those things going to get you what? Going to save your soul. Yeah. All right, I can tell you. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, and like as the field covered over with bushes, and have paths thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travail through. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. And that's the end of it. Yeah. Read that again. Those 2 verses. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof is covered with thorns, that no man travel through. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. So, man, all I can do is give it to you like the Lord God give it to me. And I know that, this thing has been way over. An hour and 17 minutes. But anyway, I got much more to tell you. This is the beginning of the Sabbath, of the covenant, and we're preparing for the covenant day. This is not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. And I'm Elijah. Until next time.